launch, and that's a statement that has now come in from the ISRO chief, the Indian Space Research Organization chief, S. Somanath, listen in to that statement that's come in from the ISRO chief, stating that it's going to be a big launch in just a month from now.
See, lesson is simple. Lesson is very simple. Learn from the past. Do what is possible with your capacity at this moment. That's all. Failures may happen. Even now, this could have failed. No, a rocket launch is like that. There are thousands of reasons that it can fail. And if it is, if there is a system like that, fine. But we have to do what is needed to be done, so that we don't regret later. That's all. Chandrayaan-3 will be launched in July. I am very confident. Thank you.
All right, let's go across to Abhishek Kapoor also. Abhishek, how much is the ISRO prepared this time around for the successful launch of Chandrayaan-3, what is being called, in just a month from now? All right, we seem to have lost that connection. We'll try and connect with Abhishek again. But remember the mission and objective of Chandrayaan-3, as mentioned on the ISRO official website, is to have a safe and soft landing on the moon, followed by a rover to conduct the in-situ experiments on the moon as well. Remember, this comes after the failure of Chandrayaan-2 in 2019. Let's go back to Abhishek Kapoor. Abhishek, how do you see this big announcement coming in, and how well prepared is the ISRO this time around for Chandrayaan-3 launch in just a month from now?
In fact, the preparations are in full swing, Samiksha, and the latest development was that last week, all
right, we'll try and fix that audio again. But once again, listen in to that statement that's coming from the ISRO chief on Chandrayaan-3 mission.
See, lesson is simple. Lesson is very simple. Learn from the past. Do what is possible with your capacity at this moment. That's all. Failures may happen. Even now, this could have failed. No, a rocket launch is like that. There are thousands of reasons that it can fail. And if it is, if there is a system like that, fine. But we have to do what is needed to be done, so that we don't regret later. That's all. Chandrayaan-3 will be launched in July. I am very confident. Thank you.
All right, so there you heard the ISRO chief very confident that it's going to be a stable landing on the moon this time around. Abhishek is back with us. Abhishek, tell us more how well prepared is the ISRO this time around.
Well, Samiksha, so preparations are in full swing. The information that we had is that just 2 days back, the Chandrayaan-3 craft has actually reached the spaceport, which is the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota, and the launching date has now been announced by ISRO Chairman S. Somanath. And remember, we had one more attempt earlier that did not succeed, the Chandrayaan-2, which was done in 2019, and whatever lessons were there in terms of the loopholes that had to be plugged, the deficiencies that had to be removed, that has been done. Now Chandrayaan-3 is all set to reach the dark surface of the moon. It would have a propulsion craft and an analytics robotics lab, which would soft land on the surface of the moon on the dark side and carry out whatever tasks that have been planned. Now we know that the Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft has already reached the Sriharikota Space Center, the Satish Dhawan Space Center, and this time the lander and the rover unit of Chandrayaan-3 they aim to repurpose the orbiter Chandrayaan-2 for this lunar mission. Essentially, what we are going to see is, unlike Chandrayaan-2, which would have gone around the moon's surface, this time Chandrayaan-3 would be making a soft landing, and the rover would actually spend some time carrying out the experiments. There are scientific payloads on both the lander and the rover, and it seems that we are fully prepared, and that's why this announcement is coming today.
All right. Abhishek, just a quick follow-up question. What do you think were the challenges until this announcement was made? The ISRO chief is very, very confident that this time around it's going to be a safe landing on the moon. But talk to us about the challenges that probably were in the way of the ISRO until this announcement came in by the ISRO chief.
So going by the earlier failure Samiksha, there were two specific deficiencies that had to be addressed. One was, of course, the cryogenic stage of the spacecraft, and the second was some software glitch, because of which the Chandrayaan-2 mission had failed. There was a Vikram lander, and the guiding software had malfunctioned, which caused it to crash down on the moon's surface. I believe those two deficiencies have been taken care of, and this time the composite spacecraft, which has a lander and a rover, apart from a propulsion module, which is going to take the spacecraft 100 kilometers close to the moon's orbit, and then try to make a soft landing. We had, remember, last time almost succeeded, but then during the descent, the Chandrayaan-2 lost control because of a software glitch,
Yes.
and then it crash landed. So hopefully those two issues now addressed, and the ISRO team led by Chairman S. Somanath confident of Chandrayaan-3's safe landing and the experiments on the moon's surface, and that's why the date has been announced today.
All right, Abhishek, thank you for giving us your insights. In fact, once again, listen in to the ISRO chief statement coming in on the Chandrayaan-3 mission that will happen in just a month from now.
See, lesson is simple. Lesson is very simple. Learn from the past. Do what is possible with your capacity at this moment. That's all. Failures may happen. Even now, this could have failed. No, a rocket launch is like that. There are thousands of reasons that it can fail. And if it is, if there is a system like that, fine. But we have to do what is needed to be done, so that we don't regret later. That's all. Chandrayaan-3 will be launched in July. I am very confident. Thank you.
All right, so there you heard the ISRO chief very confident, saying that the ISRO is very sure that this time it's going to be a safe landing on the moon. Chandrayaan-3 all set to be launched for a stable landing on the moon in the month of July. Remember, this is a follow-on to the mission Chandrayaan-2 to demonstrate end-to-end capability in safe landing and roving on the lunar surface. It consists of a lander and rover configuration.